Have you ever felt that, when you are hurt by a narcissist, there is a mysterious force at work, a divine intervention that slowly but surely restores balance? Imagine a scenario where the very person who once drained your energy, manipulated your emotions, and shattered your sense of self begins to experience a series of events that feel nothing short of miraculous retribution. Today, we're going to explore the profound, and at times, astonishing ways in which God acts to take revenge on the narcissist who hurt you. This discussion will delve into the hidden mechanisms of divine justice and reveal how these cosmic interventions work to restore equilibrium in the lives of those who have suffered from narcissistic abuse. We will examine 8 distinct ways in which the universe, or what many might call God, seems to step in to bring consequences upon those who live by deception and cruelty. Stay with me until the end as we unravel these mysteries using clear, accessible language, drawing on clinical observations, psychological research, and real-life case studies that illustrate how divine justice manifests in the most unexpected ways. By the end of this journey, you will see that these events are not mere coincidences, but powerful signals that healing and retribution are possible, offering hope and the promise of reclaiming your life. Hello, welcome back to the Narcissist Exposed channel, to this in-depth exploration of a topic that touches both the spiritual and psychological dimensions of human experience. I invite you to join me on this journey as we uncover the 8 ways that God acts to take revenge on the narcissist who hurt you, a truth that, although difficult to confront, offers a pathway toward healing and empowerment. As we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with anyone who might benefit from these insights. Your support is invaluable in building a community that values truth, resilience, and the courageous pursuit of justice. Today, I will explain in simple, accessible language, drawing solely on my experience as a psychologist and referencing established research and clinical insights, how these 8 divine interventions not only punish the narcissist for their manipulations, but also serve as a beacon of hope for those striving to break free from their grip. Whether you are healing from the wounds of narcissistic abuse or simply seeking a deeper understanding of how spiritual and psychological justice intersect, this discussion will provide you with practical knowledge and inspiration. Let's embark on this transformative journey together as we explore the powerful ways in which divine justice makes its presence felt in the lives of those who have been wronged by narcissistic cruelty. At the core of this discussion lies the undeniable truth that narcissists thrive on control, manipulation, and the exploitation of the vulnerable. They construct elaborate facades of charm and superiority, all the while hiding deep-seated insecurities and a desperate need for constant validation. But what happens when the truth finally comes to light, when the narcissist's carefully curated world begins to crumble? The first way that divine justice seems to intervene is by stripping the narcissist of the very narcissistic supply that sustains them. When you no longer give in to their manipulative demands, when you reclaim your independence and refuse to be a mere source of their adoration, you create a void that they find impossible to fill. It is as if God steps in to remind them that their power is fleeting and that their control is an illusion. Clinical observations have shown that when victims begin to break free from a narcissist's hold, the abuser often experiences a profound internal crisis, a moment of reckoning where their false sense of invincibility is shattered. This deprivation of narcissistic supply, which they have long depended on, leads to a cascade of misfortunes and setbacks that feel like cosmic retribution. It is the universe's way of saying that the time has come for balance to be restored. The second way divine justice seems to act is through the exposure of the narcissist's true nature in public. Over time, the mask of charm and sophistication begins to slip, revealing the manipulative, self-absorbed core beneath. This public exposure can occur in subtle ways: a whispered conversation, a scandalous rumor, or an unexpected outburst of anger, and serves to erode the narcissist's carefully constructed reputation. When the truth is laid bare, those who once admired them begin to see the cracks in their facade, and the narcissist's influence wanes rapidly. Psychologists have observed that when narcissists are forced to confront the reality of their actions, they often respond with defensiveness and rage. Yet, in the eyes of the community, this reaction only serves to confirm their internal vulnerabilities. It is as if a divine spotlight has been cast upon them, exposing every lie and every manipulation. This public unmasking is a powerful form of retribution, as it isolates the narcissist socially and shatters the illusion of omnipotence they have maintained for so long. The third way that God's retribution manifests is through the gradual withdrawal of support and validation from the narcissist's inner circle. Narcissists rely heavily on a network of admirers, friends, colleagues, and even family members who inadvertently become complicit in their web of deceit by constantly affirming their superiority. However, when you begin to assert your truth and live authentically, the narcissist's control over their network starts to erode. As more people see through their manipulations and recognize the harm they have caused, the narcissist finds themselves increasingly isolated. This social isolation is not just a consequence of their behavior. It is a form of divine justice that strips them of the resources they need to maintain their inflated self-image. Clinical research has long indicated that the loss of social support is one of the most devastating blows to a narcissist, as it leaves them with nothing but their own inner demons. Without the constant stream of admiration and approval, the narcissist is forced to confront the emptiness of their existence, a confrontation that can lead to profound despair and, in many cases, a dramatic fall from grace. The fourth way in which divine retribution appears is through the emergence of severe personal setbacks and failures that seem to defy the narcissist's previous success. Narcissists often portray themselves as invincible, capable of overcoming any obstacle through sheer force of will. Yet, when the truth about their behavior is acknowledged and they are stripped of their narcissistic supply, they are frequently met with a series of misfortunes that expose their vulnerabilities. These setbacks can take many forms: financial ruin, career collapse, or personal betrayals. And each one chips away at the narcissist's self-image. It is as if a higher power is methodically dismantling the foundations of their false persona, one failure at a time. Psychologists have documented that such consecutive setbacks often lead to what is known as a narcissistic injury, a profound emotional wound that results from the constant chipping away of their grandiose self. This injury forces the narcissist into a state of internal crisis, one where the accumulated damage becomes too great to ignore. In many ways, these personal failures are a form of cosmic punishment, a reminder that no matter how high they soar on the wings of deception, the truth will eventually bring them crashing down. The fifth method of divine retribution is the internal turmoil that ensues when the narcissist is confronted with their own guilt and shame. Despite their outward bravado, deep down, narcissists are haunted by a fear of exposure, a fear that if their true nature is revealed, they will be left with nothing. When you stand firm in your truth and refuse to let their manipulation continue unchecked, you trigger an intense internal struggle within them. This struggle often results in a flood of guilt and shame, emotions that are utterly foreign to someone who has spent a lifetime denying their own imperfections. For many narcissists, these moments of self-awareness are both terrifying and transformative, as they force a confrontation with the reality that they are not as perfect as they claim to be. Although they may quickly attempt to cover up these feelings with anger or further manipulation, the initial surge of remorse is a clear indicator that the narcissist's foundation is cracking. Clinical studies have shown that the inability to process and integrate guilt in a healthy manner often leads to self-destructive behaviors and a profound sense of inner emptiness, a true manifestation of divine retribution. The sixth hidden way in which God takes revenge on narcissists is through the collapse of their carefully constructed image, leading to irreversible loss of influence and power. When you see the truth and refuse to be manipulated, you not only liberate yourself, but also contribute to the gradual disintegration of the narcissist's social and emotional stronghold. Without the constant reinforcement of external validation, the narcissist's grandiose image begins to crumble, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. This collapse is often accompanied by a dramatic shift in behavior, where the once confident, domineering figure becomes withdrawn, erratic, and desperate to regain control. In this state of vulnerability, the narcissist may lash out in anger or retreat into isolation, both of which serve as clear signs that their power is no longer absolute. Psychologists refer to this as the fall from grace, a moment when the accumulated weight of their manipulative actions and the absence of narcissistic supply lead to a complete breakdown of their carefully maintained persona. It is a moment of divine justice, where the truth that you have embraced acts as the catalyst for their undoing, allowing you to step into a space of genuine freedom and emotional empowerment. The seventh way that divine retribution manifests is through the transformation of those around the narcissist. When you break free and live your truth, the shift in the relationship dynamics often has a ripple effect on the narcissist's social circle. Friends, family members, and even colleagues begin to see through the narcissist's veneer and recognize the manipulative patterns for what they are. This collective awakening diminishes the narcissist's influence, as the very people who once bolstered their sense of superiority start to withdraw their admiration. The loss of a supportive network is a severe blow to the narcissist's ego, leaving them increasingly isolated and unable to maintain the illusion of control. This transformation in their social environment serves as another form of divine retribution, one that not only punishes the narcissist for their actions, but also empowers others to seek healthier, more authentic connections. The shift in perception from those around them can be a turning point, as the narcissist's power wanes in the face of collective truth, and their manipulative tactics lose their potency. The eighth and final way that God takes revenge on the narcissist who hurt you is through the eventual restoration of your own strength and autonomy. When you stand up for the truth, when you refuse to be a pawn in their game, you set in motion a process of healing that not only liberates you, but also diminishes the narcissist's hold over your life. This restoration of self is the ultimate form of divine justice, a rebirth that occurs when you reclaim your power and establish boundaries that protect your emotional well-being. In this state, the narcissist's tactics become ineffective, and their influence gradually fades away. Psychological research has long shown that reclaiming one's identity is the most potent form of resistance against narcissistic abuse. Your journey to healing is a testament to the fact that despite the narcissist's relentless pursuit of control, true strength lies in the courage to embrace your own worth and live authentically. Every moment of self-affirmation, every act of independence, is a step toward dismantling the narcissist's power and ensuring that their toxic influence is no longer a part of your life. As you reflect on these 8 ways in which divine retribution unfolds, the deprivation of narcissistic supply, the public exposure of their true nature, the withdrawal of social support, the cascade of personal failures, the surge of internal guilt and shame, the collapse of their self-image, the transformation of their social circle, and ultimately, the restoration of your own strength. Remember that these are not merely punitive measures, but a profound, cosmic balancing of scales. They are the consequences of a life built on manipulation and deceit, the natural outcome of a system that cannot sustain itself indefinitely. For you, these revelations are not about vengeful retribution, but about reclaiming your own power and finding the courage to live truthfully and freely. If you have ever experienced a moment when you witnessed the narcissist's control begin to unravel, or saw with your own eyes how the truth slowly dismantled the carefully constructed false image they had built, then your story shines as a beacon of hope for many others. Your personal experience, with all its challenges and victories, serves as a powerful reminder that breaking free from toxic manipulation is not only possible, but also transformative. I invite you to share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights might be exactly what someone else needs to muster the strength and courage to break free from the relentless cycle of narcissistic abuse. Each time you share your story, you help create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond your own journey, offering support, validation, and inspiration to those who feel trapped in similar situations. Every shared experience contributes to building a supportive community, one that deeply values truth, healing, and mutual empowerment, and that stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Thank you for staying with me through this comprehensive exploration of the 8 demonic ways God takes revenge on the narcissist who hurt you. I truly appreciate your time and engagement as we navigated these complex psychological dynamics together. If you found this discussion enlightening, empowering, or even just a bit encouraging in your journey toward reclaiming your independence, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and sharing it with anyone who might benefit from these insights. Your support is invaluable in building a community that values self-respect, truth, and emotional healing. I invite you to leave your thoughts, experiences, and comments below so that we can continue this important conversation and help each other gain further clarity on how to break free from narcissistic manipulation and embrace our true selves. Thank you once again for your attention, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you in future discussions as we explore more transformative topics that promote healing, resilience, and lasting change.